Jennifer Garland Johnson, for the last 6 years, has been playing women's football. And the fruits of her labor may be finally paying off, because tomorrow at 11 a.m. at Sullivan East, the Tri-Cities Thunder are going to be playing for a championship. They will be playing for the Iron Woman Division National Championship. The Thunder will be competing, and I believe against a team, the Hampton Roads Lady Gators out of Norfolk, Virginia. We talked about this yesterday, how that Tidewater area was a football hotbed for producing talent and such. Well, not just for the NFL, but the Women's League as well. So, joining me here before the ball game, which I plan to be taking in, is Jennifer Garland Johnson, 8-0, and appearing in a 4th national championship game. You won it 2 years ago. All right, tell us a little bit about the success of the Tri-Cities Thunder. This is a nice run.
Yeah, it is. We're very fortunate, blessed with some great athletes. This year we took it to the next level. We're currently undefeated on the season. We made it the whole entire season without a loss, so that's big for our program. But when we set out a business plan 6 years ago, this is our 5th season. We wanted to compete for a national championship in 5 years. Well, we far exceeded that expectation from what our original plan was, and we're very blessed. They haven't done a lot of hard work, tears of pain both the time. So we're very excited to be back in the championship game. We're just blessed to be here.
I'm looking at this and I'm thinking the commitment that you have, because look, I've told you that I've covered semi-pro football and even women's football. I mean, I was there when Lisa Horton threw a touchdown pass in a men's game, okay, in semi-pro football years ago. But what I look at here is I know that, you know, when you have a situation like women's football and trying to get things together, there are going to be some teams like Fayetteville, which may not be able to fulfill their commitments, be it because of participation or finances, and I know you did win that game by forfeit, but you have not lost a game all year, and you know what else? You did defeat this team the last time you played them, back in June, on June 8th, 24-12. Tell me a little bit about how that ball game went.
Well, it's a good team game for sure. They're very talented. They got some great athletes. Great talent. As you said, the Virginia Beach area was a hotbed for NFL players, but it seems to be that way with women's players as well, because they have some amazing talent and speed. They can score so fast. You got to be on your heels the entire 48 minutes of the game. You know, it's not, you can't take the play off. So that was one of the most physical games that we played all year. It really tested our team. We really came together, and we made several mistakes in the game, so we looked to clean those up this time. But it was a test for us, and we were fortunate enough to, you know, the score was 12-0 at halftime, and we came out afterwards, and we gave her 12 points, which was the first scores that had been on us all season. And Coach had to rally us back together and say, hey, you know, just because we got scored on, you know, that after a few minutes it kind of, I'm going to say we had to regroup, because we hadn't been in that situation. You know, the score was 12-6 at one point. So, but we get it up, and he got the troops rallied. We pulled the win on 24-12, and it was a good game. It was a fun game. Very competitive. The fans really enjoyed it. So, you know, this game's going to be no different. Saturday tomorrow is going to be a challenge. It's going to be 48 minutes of solid fundamental football to win the game.
Now, here's the thing. Your quarterback, you mentioned, you know, you had made some mistakes and all that, but your quarterback has not made many. Ashley Minor, and I'm looking at the stats here, the Bristol, Tennessee native, 13 touchdown passes, no interceptions. That's pretty good.
18. She's got actually 18 touchdowns on the season. One week was an out-of-league game, and those stats don't count as far as the league's concerned. But as far as our team's concerned, she has 18 touchdowns and no interceptions. She threw 5 touchdowns in 7 stadiums.
So, again, no picks, though. And I know that, according to the stats I see, 8 games, 68 passes, so it looks like you do a lot of running the ball. But I wanted to ask, I mean, what makes her so efficient? Do you focus on short passing? Or tell us a little bit about, I mean, this is pretty good. You know, no interceptions on the year. Tell us a little bit about the background of Ashley Minor and, yeah, I mean, just the leadership qualities that she provides.
Well, Ashley is an alumni of Sullivan East. She played several sports there, basketball, softball, but she's just been very, very good in her decision making. You know, Coach does well about putting her in good situations to not have to make too difficult a decision. So that's the key factor is making good decisions with the football. She's been smart, you know, about. And let's give some credit to Caitlin Cox, her #1 receiver. I mean, she is one of the meanest 110-pound girls I've ever seen. 5'2", and she's wicked fast. So, you know, we got to give her some props. She goes up and makes the catches for her. But, I mean, Ashley's very talented. She's got a good arm, got a good head on her shoulders, manages the game very well. You know, just a great athlete. Great leader. I mean, she, you know, takes control of the situation and, you know, takes us on touchdown driving.
Yeah,
It seems like.
A field general, if you will. Hey, I do want to ask you, though, I mean, your receivers, now she's 5'10", which puts her an inch taller than, say, Doug Flutie. But a lot of her receivers, I mean, you mentioned one there, but, you know, Caitlin Cox, she's 5'3". You've got a receiver that's 4'10". I mean, we're talking about, you know, petite players and all this. You know, what is that? I guess that's, what is that like? How is it, you'd think of a receiver being in the NFL, you know, taller than 6 feet tall and all this. How does your offense work with such, dare I say, undersized receivers? I mean, 4'10", 5'3", that sort of thing, Jennifer Garland Johnson.
It's commitment, and I'm going to say that because it's commitment and dedication to practice and wanting to be great. The receiver I was telling you about, Caitlin Cox, she hasn't missed a single practice the entire season, and Ashley has only missed 1 practice the entire season. And we spared her that one because she was in Honduras on a vision trip with her church family. So, you know, the dedication, you know, to build that chemistry with your receivers, you know, that's how that works. I mean, that's how they have been that good together. It's just they've worked at it, practice in, practice out, running those same routes day in and day out, building that repertoire of knowing, you know, if I put the ball here, Caitlin's going to get it. And Caitlin knows, you know, if Ashley puts the ball here, I'm going to get it. She's going to come down with it. If there's a 50-50 ball, my money's on her every single time. So we've got some amazing catches on film this year, just her going up and just snagging that ball when the girl looks like she's had the position to take the pick, but Caitlin just made that ball hers, you know. They tried to cover her with the safety over top, you know, in the last game, and he came down, it was a perfect throw, a perfect catch, and it was right before halftime, and Coach told me, hey, we need a score right now, and there's like a minute something left in that game, and she threw one up to Caitlin, and she came down with it and scored, and man, it electrified our team, you know, it's amazing. It's amazing to see them work.
Now, this game that you have at 11 o'clock, it's a kickoff against Hampton Roads. Like I said, when Hampton Roads, you know, known for producing football talent, but it's not the only appeal that you have on Saturday. By the way, I should point out that the tickets are $12. Kids up to 17 get in for $5. Under 5, hey, sit on their lap. They're free and that sort of thing. There is an all-star game Sunday at 5 p.m. Kids under 5 free. But after this game, this is kind of intriguing, there's also the United States Women's Football League Division II National Championship. This is at 6, and it features the Washington Prodigy, who are 7-0, against the Keystone Assault from Harrisburg, PA, and they're the two-time defending champ. The Prodigy are the two-time defending champ. I will tell you, though, that Harrisburg has traditionally been a hotbed for male semi-pro football, the Central Penn Piranha. So Keystone Assault, not a bad competition in that game either. But you've also got Dalla Shane performing at halftime, and the concession stands are open. Tell us about Dalla Shane. Now this sounds intriguing. Okay, hip-hop artist, what's she going to be doing?
Dalla Shane is a somewhat local rap artist. He performed last year and offered to come back this year. So he's back for our halftime performance this year. Really good guy. Clean, it's clean rap. So it's family friendly. But we're real excited about at our Division II championship. We got a guy named King Breeze and the Grace Gang coming from Knoxville to perform. Now they're a gospel rap and they are really good. So this $12 don't only get you in to see one game, you get to see 2 football games, and you get to see 2 performances. Plus, we're having tons of giveaways all day.
I do want to ask, it sounds like, you got a 48-minute, 2.5-hour, 3-hour football game ending at 2. The next one ends at 6. And, okay, you do have the concert. But will fans be able, for $12, to enter and re-enter the stadium?
Well, yeah, we got a special armband that if they want to come back, that we'll put an armband on them.
Yeah, because 4 hours, and I know the concession stands are open, and but if you're not a hip hop fan, or you just want to sort of spread your layer, it's like, look, it's Saturday, and going from the gates do open at 9, so you figure 12 hours at Sullivan East Football Stadium might be a bit much, to get out and if you want to get out and about. But no, it's intriguing right there that the Prodigy and the Assault. Now, what's the difference between your level and Division II in the United States Women's Football League?
We play in Iron Women Division.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is Iron Women, you have 22 players or less. So that's the basic difference. And we play 12-minute quarters, and they play 15-minute quarters. But they have an unlimited supply of players. They can have as many as they want.
And that kind of makes a lot of sense because, they are from bigger population centers. Certainly D.C. and Harrisburg are both top 50 markets, that sort of thing. So I do understand that. Now, would there be a name athlete known for playing sports outside of football, another sport, that is on your team or that will be participating on any of these teams that people should know about? Who would you say is the biggest name participant?
I don't know about that. I'd have to think. We have a lot of on both sides of the ball, both our team and the Gators, as well as the Prodigy and the Assault, all have some really great athletes. So to single one out, I don't know who that would be because we have all of us have some really great players. So I don't think coming to watch either game or both games that you'll be disappointed because the athletes that all these teams have is just amazing. These are women from all walks of life. You'll see players tending to their children at halftime of the game, or it's just all scenarios. Their moms. We just did a little promo commercial, from Christian camp workers to school bus drivers to school teachers to gardeners. You just name it, and we're from all walks of life, and we come together for one common goal, and that's football. And that's not just our team; that's all the teams across women's football. Is we all come together for that one goal.
Well, now, I did want to ask, there is a Unicoi County presence on your team, is there not?
There is. Jania Gittelsberger, I think you say you know her from your time there.
She is from Woodland Hills High School, which is where Rob Gronkowski went to high school. Okay, so that's Woodland Hills is pretty well known for football, and well, it's one of the better known football high schools, I would say, even in the entire country. But yes, please continue.
On the Master's player to come watch them because she's a great athlete. She's leading our team in tackles this year as well as she is one of our running backs. So she's a tough player, a very smart player, very dedicated to the team. I mean, just a great person all around. Just a great lady. So we'll put her out there from our team to watch because she's a good athlete, very good athlete.
Now, I know we were talking the last time. Whatever happened to Sydney Robertson, who started at UNACA last year? I know you were pursuing her to play. What happened there?
She didn't make it. To play on the Thunder is more than just saying I play football or I play women's football. We require dedication, we require commitment, and we require hard work. I mean, that's not negotiable play here. And that's part of the reason why we don't have a lot more players than what we do. But what we do have, we can depend on, we can count on, and they are hard working, and for the most part, they are all bought into the system of doing what our coaches say, and will go the extra mile even when they aren't asked to. So, I'm not going to say anything further more than that.
Sure.
But she just didn't seem to want to fit those standards.
Well, I'll tell you what. Jennifer Garland Johnson, you have now created a great debate. And it's not just whether or not you're going to beat Hampton Roads for the Iron Women Championship tomorrow at 11 a.m. Tickets are $12. That's where they start at. And it's at Sullivan East. But could the Thunder beat UNACA High School in football? Because you've just added a Savoy, which says, you know what? There's a distinct possibility when one of their starters can't make our team. What do you think?
We're not going to take that there because we don't compare ourselves to any football program at all. But I tell you what we do. We show up every single practice, hard work, focused on our goal at hand, and that's beating who our next opponent is and coming away with that victory. So
Jennifer Garland Johnson, that's for me to promote. You guys play. That's the question that I throw out there, and and all this, and so that actually is a healthy discussion that'll actually give the Thunder a little bit of credibility and such. So I know you don't want to do the Joe Namath type statement that we could, but the question is out there now. So there you go, and I think that does help your legitimacy. Tri-Cities Thunder, 11 o'clock. I'll be there. I'm looking forward to it. Sullivan East High School, 11 a.m. And for the national championship of the Iron Woman division. We'll be back after this.